Hello and welcome to Logos College Online Learning. All right, this is Achan Toto. Today, I want to talk to you about your presentation. Uh, talk to you more about visuals. Last videos or last lesson, we talked about the importance of visuals, why they're important, and we talked about the different types of visuals. Okay, and we talked about some guidelines of visuals. All right, when should we use visuals? Why do we use visuals? And visuals are important because they're there to help you present to the audience. All right, and but at the same time, your audience should be paying attention to you and not trying to read your visuals, your slides. So we talked about solutions to common mistakes, right? And one of the biggest mistakes was that people put a lot of numbers like this into a list, and it's hard to see a trend, and it's hard to see it's hard for your audience to understand what you're trying to explain to them. What are you trying to present to them, right? In this case, they're trying to present the fact that the popularity of the Green Machine has increased from the months of May to December. Right? But with this list, it's hard to see. It's hard to see the important months. It's hard to see the important trend. As we're with this vertical bar graph, you can see that May, June, July, August, September, not too many people knew about it yet. But then all of a sudden, October, November, from October to November, there was a huge increase in popularity. So something must have happened there, right? Okay. Second guideline we talked about was, where was it? Guideline number 2, and it's KISS, right? And it's keep information short and simple. And you want to simplify. You want to eliminate unnecessary information. You want short words and phrases. Right? Long sentences become short phrases. You don't want unnecessary pictures. You want a nice, clean, professional slide. All right, today we're going to do that with some information I have here. And the first type of graph that we started talking about was this vertical bar graph. And a vertical bar graph is good to show comparisons on how y is affected by x, right? In this case, y is your vertical axis that goes up and down, right? And x is your horizontal axis that goes left and right. Right? So vertical bar graph is good to show a trend. And it's also really nice when you do things like population of a country. If you want to show the increase of a population of a country or a city or a school or anything that you want to show a trend in the increase of population of people, a vertical bar graph is really, really nice to show or to use. Okay? So I know some of you are familiar with Excel and Google Sheets. Right? So I'm going to use this information. I'm going to use Google Sheets and to convert this information into a very nice vertical bar graph. Okay? So let's look at this. Oh, sorry, what happened there? Here we go. Okay. Oh, no, let's delete that. Okay. All right, so we have this graph, this information right here of country alpha. All right, I couldn't come up with a better country. And it says 1990, there were 2 million people. 95, there's 4 million. And all the way to 2010, there was 15 million. Right? So when you look at this information and you want to open up a chart or you want to create a graph using Google Sheets, you would come to here. Let's go to a blank slide. And you go to Insert up here, Chart. So this is a column. Column means vertical. That's what it means. Vertical, column. Bar means horizontal. Column is vertical. All right. Let's go to column. And it's going to insert a generic graph, right? So this is a graph of any, it could be any type of information. So let's fix that. Let's put all this information here onto here, right? So you want to come here and you go to this box on the upper right corner and you go to open source and it pops up in Google Sheets. So Sheets is Google version of Microsoft Excel. Very similar, small differences. Because we are using Google Classroom, we're going to have to use Google Sheets, or I'm going to use Google Sheets. You're welcome to use Excel to make these graphs, right? Or you're welcome to draw the graphs on paper and then take a photo and send it to me. There's different options here. Or you can use PDF. All right, so there's many options. All right, first, let's give our chart a title, right? Our graph a title. And so the title, remember, it needs to explain to the audience what the graph is about. All right. And this graph is going to be about the population of country alpha. Okay, let's go back to here. If you want to edit, click on the graph, come up here and go to edit. All right. And then this box up here on the right opens up. Okay, you go to customize. All right, let's name this. Go to chart and access titles. Chart title. Chart title in this case is not points scored. Chart title is population of, let's just name it, population of country alpha. Okay. And let's name our axis. Our horizontal axis is going to be years. The years from 1990 to 2010. And then our vertical axis, our up and down axis, is going to be the number of people in millions. As you can see, it fixes it for you. All right, there it is. It already says population of country alpha. And then it says over here, number of people in millions. But it's hard to read. So let's resize all of this. You click on that. You come over here. And it says font size. Let's make that big. There we go. We put bold. And then we can put it in the middle. All right, that makes it easier for the audience to know. Same thing with this title on the vertical axis. Let's make that bigger. And we can make that bold also. You can even change the text color. Let's put it black, easier to read. All right. If you don't want italics, you can take that out. You can make it the font even bigger. There you go. That's better to read. The years down here. Let's make that bigger. Okay, so this is better, easier to read right here. All right. So as you can see over here, this is your legend. This box is called your legend, and it tells the audience what these colors mean. Right? It says this blue color says period 1. This dark blue color is period 2. In this case, we don't have 2 periods. We only have, each one is going to be 1 year. So we can eliminate one of these colors, just delete one of the colors. If you come up here, you see period 2. Let's delete that whole column. All right, there we go. So now we're down to just one information for your x-axis, and that's going to be years. If you come over here, you see team 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So let's put in the years of the information that we were given. We're given 1990 and 5 years later, 5 years later, 5 and 5 years later. All right, let's do that. Let's go back to there. Hold on, I want to make sure all right. Okay. All right, let's put in 1990. Next year was 1995. Next year was 2000, 2005, and then 2010. Okay. And you can see down here that it fixes it for you, 1990, 95, 2000, 2005, 2010. All right. So now let's put in our numbers of people in millions. And it says 2 million was 1990, 95 was 4 million, 7, 11, and 15. Okay, so you come here. This was 2 million. All right. This 1995 was 4 million. All right. And 2000 was 7 million. All right. 2005 was 11 million. And 2010 was 15 million. Okay. And here you could see 1990, 95, 2000, 2005, 2010, and then you could see the number in millions. All right. So let's make this graph a little bit prettier. Let's go to edit. All right. So let's say we want look at our x-axis, our y-axis from 0 to 15. Let's expand that out to 20 million, all right? So you can set your range. You can set the numbers that you want on your range. Go to vertical axis, and you come down here. There's minimum value and there's maximum value. The minimum, of course, is going to be 0. And your maximum value, let's set it to 20. Okay. So there, you can see it fixes it for you automatically again. And it has from 0 to 20 million people. Right? Let's make this label font bigger so people can see the numbers. And this is the label font size right here. Let's bump that up to 20. Let's change that text color to black. And we can go bold again. That's so much better to read. All right. Same thing down here. So this, again, is your horizontal axis. Let's make that font bigger. Put that in bold. And there you go. All right. So you have a nice, clean slide. The last thing we're going to do is fix your legend. So your legend is up here, and it's your key, and it tells the audience what these colors mean. Right? So the legend, let's make that font big. 24. All right. And blue means people. Blue means people in millions, or number of people, right? So if you see period 1 right here, notice up here, this period 1, let's say population. Okay. There you go. Okay. And here we can, let's make that a little bit bigger so people can see. And you can also put where you want this. Go to position, it says right. You put it left, it goes over there. Bottom goes down here. All right. Top, it goes right underneath that. Okay. Or you can keep it on the right. All right. And this style graph, I like it right here, so that people can see clearly that this title or this graph is about the population of country alpha, and the blue color stands for population. Okay? All right, so once you got this, it looks nice. Just click on it. You're set. You come back here. Let's delete this chart. Go back to Sheets. Click on this here. Up here, we're going to copy the chart. Come back to our slides. And then let's paste. You don't need to link. You can paste it unlinked. It's fine. And there you go. All right, so then you have this nice, clean-looking chart or graph that talks about population of country alpha. Right? And here, it's easier for audience to see that a trend is occurring, right? Population of country alpha has increased from 1990 to 2010. So we took this information here and we turned it into a very effective graph, effective visual for your audience to see. Okay, next video, that's it for now. Next video, we're gonna continue working on converting information like this into another style graph that we talked about, right? And then we're gonna convert information like this into the most popular type of graph that people like, and it's the pie graph. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you for listening. Please, if you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate. All right, please do ask me. You can ask me through WhatsApp or Google Classroom. It's up to you. Okay, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.